Perfect. I think we've got everything we need now to start today's treatment. And can I just begin by saying Namaste. Welcome to Calm Spa. It is such a joy and a pleasure to have you with us today. Now, I believe that you are actually here because this has been gifted to you, this experience. Oh, that is so lovely. And by one of our existing Calm Spa members. Excellent. Now, because they are a member, you are getting an exclusive treatment today. You are. Now, I believe you are also a new member at Calm Spa yourself. Fantastic. Have you been for any treatments yet? This is the first one. Fantastic. Well, welcome. My name's Amanda. Hi. I am one of the co-founders here actually at Calm Spa. This has been my world for around 15 years now. Yeah, and I just absolutely adore it. And your treatment today is personalised just to you. It is. So we don't have a set flow for these exclusive treatments. It's just about me observing what I think is going to work best for you and your needs to de-stress and relax. So let's begin with the assessment. Okay, so let me just take a step back a moment. Okay, so I'm observing the posture here. Okay. And why don't you talk me through, whilst I'm just observing, if you have any stresses in your life, any anxieties, anything we can sort of address. Do you turn around for me? Thank you. Okay. That's alright. Good. And turn back. Okay. What I am noticing more than anything, your posture seems fine. I'm actually noticing a lot of tension in the facial zone. You find yourself sort of, frowning. Okay. Well, I think the best thing to do today then is to really rejuvenate that face. Make it feel lifted and lighter. And how, if I just press here? Any pain at all? Okay, not too much tension in the neck area then. Okay, great. Sometimes if we have tension in our faces and our jaw, we'll often feel it in our neck as well. Okay, perfect. And do you have any known skin allergies or anything I should know about? Okay, perfect. That won't be a problem. That's fine. All our products that we do use here are natural, cruelty-free, vegan, paraben-free. They are really just top-notch. Okay, so we begin every treatment by picking the scent for the room. Okay, I like to believe that we are very much led by scent in our lives. It can make us feel a certain way, and I like to think that picking your own scent for each treatment really just sets the tone. Okay, so I have for you our library of scent. Now I have personally selected these for you today. Okay, so we've got 4 to choose from. And we'll start off with scent number 1, which is petals. Now, scents have different notes to them. So when people will often talk about perfumes and colognes, you'll have a top note, a middle note, and a base note. So these are the different sort of elements that make up just that one scent. So this has quite a fruity middle note, almost a balsamic sort of base note, and actually a sort of green garden feeling top note. So let's have a little smell of this. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's like being in an English garden. Perfect. So this is going to be wonderful. I really think to help you think of those warmer days, summer days in the garden, perhaps even a stroll in the countryside. It even reminds me of sort of driving, along the country lanes, seeing all the beautiful fields. Lovely. Okay, so that's our first option. Off to a good start then. Good. Let's put that back there. The next scent we have is fig. Now, naturally, you'd think that fig would be the, predominant scent within this, but actually it has a base note of amber and a top note of orange. And I would say, because especially is that top note, you are first hit with that orange, but it's still very, very beautiful. So let's allow you to have a smell. What do you think? It sort of gives me holiday vibes. It reminds me of perhaps I'm thinking Mallorca actually. I remember sitting outside and there was an orange tree. This is what it's bringing memories for myself back of. For you too. It is quite a holiday feel, isn't it? I think that sort of citrusy vibe. Wonderful. And scent is wonderful at evoking those memories and thoughts and feelings, which is why it's so important that I like to introduce them into my sort of calm space. Now the next one we have is pomegranate, and this is quite a favourite of mine, despite the fact that I don't actually like the taste of pomegranate. But the actual smell of it, the top note is quite floral, I would say, and it has a middle note that's woody and a base note that's spicy. And this is just such a beautiful scent. I think this is a fresh bottle of this, so let's just carefully open this up. Oh, it's not wanting to reveal itself to us. Bear with me one moment. I had a fresh delivery of these, so I know that some of them, there we go, were new and some of them were my existing ones. But let's give you a smell of that. It's nice, isn't it? This one is my personal favourite. As mentioned, I just think it's really beautiful. I tend to prefer deeper sort of fragrances, perhaps even more on the more masculine scale. I prefer rather than the really floral ones. They're quite heady. How does that make you feel? I agree. It just puts you in that really sort of relaxed, maybe evening lounge sort of feeling. Wonderful. And let's move on to our final scent, and then you can make your decision. Okay. So, our final scent here is grapefruit, and the middle note of this is so beautiful. It's almost like a sort of mandarin lime blossom sort of feeling, and it's got a base note of sort of berries, and of course the top note of grapefruit. So let's give you a little smell of this now. Oh, another new one. Oh, absolutely. I like to tailor each treatment to the person, because at the end of the day we're all different. We all have our different spa needs, and no two treatments are the same. So let's see if I can eventually get into this scent bottle. I do apologise. Sometimes they put seals on these that are quite secure in transit to us here. Of course, we are quite high up here actually at this spa. We've got beautiful views though. Yeah, but coming up the hill, I think they want everything to be nice and secure, and I can't say I blame them. Okay, well, we're nearly there. We are nearly there. Okay, there we go. It'll be worth it, I promise. It's a really beautiful scent. Yeah? Oh, I think I know that this is the one for you. It is. I'm very good at sort of sensing what really makes people sort of just feel something. Yep, and I can tell that this evokes happiness within you, almost a calmness as well. It makes you feel safe and secure. Perfect. Okay then, well, need I ask for your decision? Are you positive? Okay, perfect. Well, in that case, I will decant this for you into our little incense burner here. So let me just do that now. Careful, just on the table by you. There we go. We'll put the lid back on there. Wonderful. Okay, and that should start to just waft around the room. Fantastic. We can actually put a little tiny dab, just, this is skin safe, so just on your neck there. Perfect. Okay, let's place that back. Perfect. So let's begin by cleansing the face now. You're feeling nice and relaxed and ready to enjoy this treatment. So I'm going to start with our organic facial cleansing pads. As mentioned, everything that we're using here is organic, it's natural. So we've got our wonderful cotton organic pads. They look like this, we normally only need a couple. And I'm going to take our unique enzyme cleanser, and I'm going to use that over the face to lift away any dirt and impurities from the skin. It almost works in if you can imagine a magnet, just really drawing out any impurities. That's typically how it works. So the products on your face, I am going to be using fragrance-free ones, just because we have the scent of the room and I don't want to overwhelm the skin. So they are all fragrance-free. So let's apply a drop of this now. Beautiful. So this is going to cleanse. It's also going to start to act a little bit like a toner, so it will start to just sort of tone and tighten the skin. But as you can see, it's just a clear sort of gel, and we're going to use that over the face now. Okay, so how's that for you? Perfect. Are you nice and comfortable in your spa robe as well? Wonderful. They are so comfortable, aren't they? I wanted to make sure that everything here was just so comfortable and calm and relaxed. And really, I think that's part of the whole experience, isn't it? Just making sure that every part of the experience is comfortable. Absolutely. And your slippers, wonderful. They're yours to keep as well, I should say. They're really lovely. They've got our little spa initials on, so you'll never forget where you got them. Okay, this is working really beautifully. I'll just go down the neck just slightly here. There we go. You've got all really wonderful skin. Of course, and when you're feeling a little bit stressed, the first sort of physical sign that you really will notice is your skin. So whenever people come to me and they say, you know, I'm feeling quite stressed, I can say, I can tell because of your skin. That little sort of secret sign. Okay, perfect. And we're just going to go over with another one just to ensure that everything is perfectly cleansed. Okay. If you'd prefer me not to talk, by the way, you just let me know. Okay. I won't be offended. Oh, good. I think so. When I go for treatments myself, because it's quite a sort of one-on-one situation, especially if it's the client's first spa experience, I think it's really nice just to have a little chat. You know, it's part of the experience. I always think that you know, things like going to the hairdressers, that's sort of very much about the whole experience, you know, being in the salon, talking to your hairdresser. It can just be nice to have somebody else to talk to. Exactly. Okay. Wonderful. Well, you are looking so much fresher already, and that should be nice and cool on the skin as well. Perfect. Now, The next thing I'm going to do is I really want to wake up the skin. So I want to get the circulation pumping again. It's going to make you feel a lot sort of fuller and fresher. And for this, a lot of people will typically use a quartz roller. I actually find using a wooden roller just as effective. I do, so let me get that for you now. So whilst the product is still a little bit sort of tacky on the skin, we're going to use this roller here, and this is such a fantastic tool. It can be used face and body. It's really beautiful, and all this is going to do is just to help to really get that circulation going. And whereas a quartz roller is fantastic at what it does, I'm sure you've seen them in, you know, shops and things like that online. Yeah, this is really wonderful because it really does, I think it's the texture of it maybe, with the sort of little bumps there. It really works to just get everything flowing. It's perfect, and it's not as cold. Okay, so we're going to start on this side then. Nice and gentle. How does that feel? Perfect. You're nice and comfortable in your spa chair today as well. Fantastic. It's got extra lumbar support. We just got those in actually. Yeah. I'm glad you like them. Yes, there are quite a lot of different birds that surround us. Well, being so high up, we do have some forest around us. I'll just try the other side. So, we do enjoy the sound of many different things in nature, but I like to think that, you know, being so connected to nature is just so wonderful and important. It really just brings us back to who we are and centres ourselves. Yeah. Oh, this is already working perfectly. Oh, it is relaxing, isn't it? I think even the sound of it. The neck is actually a very delicate area of skin, and it's one of the first that can show signs of aging. So for myself, actually, I was always one of those people who wouldn't really sort of moisturise their neck, and I don't really know why. I don't take care of the rest of my skin, but I would sort of ignore my neck a little bit. And actually, of course, it's one of the first places, as I said, to show the signs of age. So I always make a point now of really paying attention to it. But it's a very delicate skin. So we need to make sure when we are doing any form of rollering or even just applying cream, we are always just lifting up, never dragging down, and we are always making a point of just being very careful. And let's just do a little bit more on the cheeks. And there we go. Fantastic. Oh, honestly, the difference already is incredible. Yeah. really, really smell that beautiful, beautiful grapefruit scent around us, can't you? It's so lovely, so lovely. Okay, well, what I would like to do now is I'd like to try and adjust some of your pressure points in your face, okay? So, some of the tension that you're holding, I can see that you're sort of frowning, aren't you? You're sort of frowning like this. So what we want to do is I'm going to get just in here. So I'm going just here, just underneath the brow, and I'm going to press, okay? Now, don't worry, okay? Just going to go very, very gently, okay? And we're just gonna press, press, press. Good, you're doing really, really well. Okay, and relax. Yeah, I'm gonna do this side again. Okay. Now, when I studied Indian head massage, one of the things that we were taught about was actually this point within the face and how that can help to relieve any tension and pressure. And often we don't realise how much stress we actually put our eyes under, and our eyes can really, really affect headaches and tension within the facial zone. I'm going to work my way down to about here on the nose, okay? This for me especially is where I can feel sinus pain. Do you suffer with that? Of course, especially during this time of change of season, we start to move into the cooler months, and often that adjustment in temperature and the atmosphere can really affect sinuses. So let's have a little adjustment now. So let's try this side first. Good, and just breathe. Good. Excellent. Just try this side. Good. Good. How does that feel? More relaxed, good. And I'll come down this point here, okay? So often again, this can be an area of sort of unknown tension. It can be to do with, again, our sinuses and our facial position, but also the set of our mouth, if we're frowning, if we're smiling, and we can feel the tension here. So let's just work. I'm going to just lift. So really working the skin. Good. We'll just, there we go. Have you ever had any type of facial treatment before? Okay. Oh, lovely. And how are you finding this compared to that? Oh, bless you. You don't have to say that, don't worry. Oh, good, good. So, I'm now going to start to relieve the pressure on the jaw. Okay. Now, we often find that during our sort of day we can be obviously talking quite a lot, and sometimes we can find that some tension can sit in the throat area. So I'm going to really try to just relieve that pressure, and then we're going to work more towards just underneath the ear here. So that's really going to help to just unlock that jaw a little bit more and relieve any tension that the neck does have. Okay, good. Just relax for me. I'm just going to spend some time just working this area, just working with the skin, And feel free to allow your mind to drift during this time. This is a time for you and for rest and relaxation, and just focusing on what truly matters: health and happiness. Good. And I'm just gonna hold those 2 pressure points. I'm just under here. Let's just hold that. That's it. Breathe through it for me. Good. Good. 2, 3. Excellent. So you had a little bit more tension in that zone than we initially thought. So we're going to do that again. So I know it's a little bit uncomfortable, but it's fine. It's going to really help to release that tension. So let's press those pressure points, and we're going to... Good. Just a little bit longer. Good. Excellent. And now let's just continue to work along the jawline. You're doing so well. No, you are, honestly. Okay, now what I'd like to do is I'd like to apply another cream to the skin, and this cream is really going to work at plumping and rejuvenating. Okay, so let me get that now. And this actually contains things like seaweed extract. So whilst this doesn't have any unnatural fragrances put into it, you will smell almost a sort of sea-like fragrance, I suppose. But these are all things that have been found to plump the skin and really sort of put everything back into it that it really craves. And it also contains collagen, which is something we do lose again as we age. And obviously you are lovely and young, so you don't have to worry about that, but it's something we should all be aware of. So let's really just work this into the skin. Good. How's that feeling? Excellent. It's very fresh, isn't it? It's very fresh. Good. Working along that jawline. Needs a bit of nourishment there. Good. Good. Now what I'd like to do, just take my little towel, just wipe that. And I noticed that just around the nose area here, we have a little bit of dry skin. Okay, so I have again our library of scent, and these are our little exfoliating crystals. So these match our scents that I picked out for you. So let me get the grapefruit one. Oh, it's attached. There we go. To another one. There we are. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I am going to just work this into your skin. So let me just go in, get the top of this, and then we'll just work that in whilst your skin is still a little bit moist from the cream. Okay, perfect. I'll be right back. Okay, perfect. So let's really work this in. Let me just pop it back down there. Great. Okay. Perfect. And what we do after this is we finish with a final enzyme cleanser, and that's really just gonna help to just work everything together. It's sort of a final finisher for the skin, and you're gonna leave here with bright, refreshed, stress-free skin, and yourself hopefully as well. Wonderful. Okay, right, let's finish with our final enzyme cleanser then. This actually comes in the form of a spray. So, and this is something that is just so refreshing to the skin. It's like that final little mist of refreshment, I like to think. So if I could ask you to please just close your eyes. Thank you. And I'm going to spritz this onto the skin, and then we're going to just gently wipe it over with our little cleansing cotton wipe. Okay, so good. Okay, and open your eyes. Perfect. And now we're just going to use one of these and wipe over the skin. Okay. Good. Good. Lovely. It really is. And of course the coolness of this is helping to close those pores, helping to just refine that skin tone. Excellent. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Great. Right, let me get you a final little towelette, and we'll just dab this over the skin. Beautiful. Dab, 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 dab. Fantastic. Okay, well, that is your exclusive spa treatment for today. How do you feel? Oh, that honestly makes me feel so happy. That's why I love my job. And you feel more relaxed. Good. can see your posture, whilst fine to start with, has settled even more. Nice and relaxed, good. And your facial expression is much, much more neutral. We've turned that frown upside down. Absolutely. Do you feel nice and relaxed in the face? And when you do go back to our changing room, you'll be able to see that plumpness, the freshness, clearer, just looks completely rejuvenated, and that's what I really feel that you needed. You are so, so welcome. Oh, absolutely. If you ever wanted to come back and see me again personally for a treatment, I'm here 3 days a week. Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. So you come back and see me on those days and we'll make sure that you feel perfectly relaxed every time. You are most welcome. When you're ready, just recenter yourself, take a nice deep breath. I would advise you to help yourself to one of our refrigerated water bottles in the changing room. Okay? Just really rehydrate. Well, it's been so wonderful to meet you today, and I hope that I get to see you again soon. Namaste. Oh, fantastic. Okay, let's get things tidied up and ready